Black Friday is coming up, and we've got the inside scoop that you need to get that furniture ready. There's so many tips that we definitely need because there's nothing like going to the store, falling in love with something, and it doesn't fit in your house, and then you have to return it, and hopefully you can return it. Shai DeLuca-Tamasi is here.
Good morning.
Good morning, my friend. Let's start with this.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Black Friday, I mean craziness. We're not as bad as the U.S., but I have personally witnessed myself people throwing TVs across to one another because it's like $99. And the thing is usually Black Friday, you cannot return things after.
Right.
So it is all about the planning. All about the planning.
Go in prepared.
Yes,
Number
please.
1, take measurements.
Yeah, 100%. So this is the big thing. People go into a store and it's almost like an impulse buy. Furniture is not clothing. It's not an impulse buy. You can't bring a sectional into a house and be like, yeah, I'm going to return it, or yeah, I want it in a different color. It's usually that's it. So definitely take measurements. Really, really important. And when you're taking the measurements, I want you to create a floor plan. Okay. But let's for a second talk about a floor plan. So I brought a floor plan that we do for, many clients, and it's a great floor plan to have, but what you notice is the spot that I've actually read it out over here is the area that I want to buy a piece of furniture for. If I want to do that, don't bring this type of a floor plan in. Let me throw that back in front of the screen. We want to do something like this, grid paper. And the reason that I do it on grid paper, and this is really easy, is you're going to bring this into the store with you, you're going to draw out your room, and 1 square is a foot. When you're in store and you get the measurements of your sofa of the piece, draw right in 1 square is a foot. So if I've drawn in my sofa here, I can actually see in store what it is that I'm visualizing in my house if I'm not in the home, right?
To spec to size.
It's to spec and to size. So we're talking about scaling. So we as designers, architects use a scale. This is really complicated. Just get a piece of graph paper and plot it out in store.
Really good tip. Now check your doorways and stairwells.
Yes.
It doesn't fit in the house.
It doesn't fit in the house and in the basement. The basement seems to be a big one. People buy sectionals, big pieces of furniture for their basement, and they haven't measured the angles of the landing. They don't get it in. You call the store and they say, nope, sorry, you should have measured. So make sure you measure. The other thing is I always say, bring the actual measurements into the store, give it to the salesperson, and let the salesperson, let the delivery team know, and they'll often be able to help you.
Next step, stage your living room. We actually have our own April Kalu sent us a picture that her awesome husband did. My gosh, it's impressive.
Like, amazing man.
Detail to it.
Very much. So a lot of detail. So here's the thing: is we always like to tell people if you can't envision it in your home, get some painter's tape and tape it out on the floor. Look what he's done here. I mean, this man is amazing.
I can't even make sense of it. It's so
April,
beautiful,
if your husband needs a job, just let him call me. This is awesome. But yeah, painter's tape, such an easy thing. Map it out on the floor, and I say do it a week before. And the reason I say do it a week before, live with it in your space. Walk around it, see how you feel. Are you bumping into the tape? Are you walking over the tape? It means that it's not the correct size for the piece.
Is the table you chose too big? Is it too small? Is the couch too big? Is it too small? Okay, also, function.
So function is really important, and this is sometimes people forget about it because we're so wrapped up in the sale and we're going to buy. What is the room intended for? If it's your living room, is it only the living room? Is it an office? Are you, what other functions might you be using it at? A lot of times people don't think about in terms of planning for the future. So do I need universal design? And when I talk about universal design, as we're getting older and as we're maturing, it's not as easy to walk up a stair, or it's not as easy to perhaps have a lower sofa that I need to get up from. Take that into account when you're buying your things. Don't just think for now, think for future. And
you say the top 3 things, Black Friday.
Top 3 things: mattresses, TVs, and sofas. So our friends at Leon's, they're on top of this. So the RCA 1080 DP TV, which is on sale. But the thing about TVs is, and I want to make sure that everybody understands, is when you're measuring a TV for your home, you do not measure it from side to side. You measure it from corner to corner.
Why?
So this TV is in fact 60 inches, but if I hold it here and it's upside down, it's 54. So I can fit a bigger TV into my space than I actually thought I could. And that's really important because, again, 60, but it's only 54. If I think I can only fit a 54 on my wall, I get 6 more inches of a TV. 6 inches is a lot.
Who knew that? So you have to go diagonal to measure properly.
Exactly. Now, the other thing, mattresses. So the queen-size beauty rest mattress at Leon's is also on sale. But the thing about mattresses, and I find that people don't really think about this, is the height, not so much the width. Your nightstands. You buy a mattress that has like a pillow top, or you buy a mattress that has double side, whatever it is, it's there. And it's like, oh, where's my nightstand? It's all the way down there. And finally, made in Canada. Made in Canada. There's so much great stuff made in Canada. Make sure you check out the Made in Canada products. And Yeah.
We get questions all the time about the rug,
yeah,
about the sofa, about the throws, and the paintings. It's all Leon's.
It's all Leon's.
And Black Friday is right around the corner.
It is.
Thank you so much, Shai. We'll be back with more BT right after this. Always